And we're live.
Hello. I don't know how it starts.
Say welcome, everybody.
Welcome, everybody.
Hi.
You're here with JT,
Hi.
Mateo,
Hello.
and D.
You
Episode 20,
of the
NTX Podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
20. We're into our third decade. That's how it works, right? 30s.
What?
Yeah. After you
Yeah.
get past 20, you get into your 30s. Isn't that right?
I don't know. That sounds wrong.
I could be wrong. I'm not a scientist. That looks like a vagine, though.
All right. God damn it.
Already starting.
Yeah, start over again.
All right. Resetting in 3.
Are we?
No.
That's a colorful vagine.
It really is. I wonder if that thing will kill you.
We're looking at jellyfish. Sorry.
Dude, could you imagine watching like an hour of that on after flying to Denver to enjoy some newly legalized substances?
Yeah. You hear that?
What?
Magic
Denver.
mushrooms are
Psilocybin active
Are they?
mushrooms are now legal in
they
Colorado.
legal or are they
Are they?
decriminalized?
Decriminalized.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
But they're not allowed to detain you or arrest you. I think it's just like a fine or something.
Oh, okay.
And they
Give
even
you a
allow
citation.
Yeah, I think they even allow you to grow some for personal use. Which sounds closer to legalization than decriminalization to me.
I'll
Yeah.
have to look into that.
Oh my god, those
It's an
fish
angler,
scare
yeah?
the shit out of me.
Anglerfish? That was
Yeah.
called? Isn't an angler a fisherman?
Yes.
Yes.
So it's a fisherman fish?
Yeah, so
Because
they
it has the doodad in front of its
Yeah.
head?
It's got the lure to capture fish. Aren't all fish anglers, though? Because the only thing that they do eat are other fish,
We're starting off early with our...
Yeah.
except for starfish. Didn't get any feedback about our starfish abuse
Because
scandal.
nobody listened to our episode.
One did.
Yeah.
And I
No
advised him to
killing
go back
starfish.
and listen to the very end.
Maybe the starfish would have put us over the edge.
Might have.
Probably not.
No. Should we just play Johnny Cash right now? Just sit here in silence and think about it?
More just, I don't know, pour out a cold one for Ben Bishop.
Speaking about beers.
Yeah. Who are we not sponsored by today?
Rip Stars.
They're fucking terrible.
So I had an awkward moment in the office on Wednesday, and I wasn't feeling very good.
There's one.
Okay. Continue.
I wasn't feeling very good because obviously the Stars got eliminated, but the Tottenham Hotspur were playing Ajax
too.
or Ajax, whatever the fuck the name is, some Dutch club. And come to find out that it was a semifinal match and has now been like the most exciting match in football history because of the way that it finished. They scored so they had 5 minutes of stoppage time at the end of the game and they needed to tie to advance and they were down by a goal. They literally scored at 94,
Like 58
58 or something like that. It was literally like if the guy made the save, they blew it dead.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Or they would have the next time that the team got possession.
Yeah.
They would have stopped it, right? And they scored. And I've been checking all the Tottenham forums and looking on Twitter, and it's like if the Stars had won the game to go to the finals, like that Game 7 game. If it was
it
going
would've
to
been
the
Western
finals,
Conference final.
yeah. So it's a pretty big deal,
Yeah.
and they're playing Liverpool.
This is in the big one, right? The Champions League?
Yeah, Champions League. And then you guys,
Or in the other one, the Europa.
Europa finals.
Are we?
Yeah. May 29th or something.
Neat.
Chelsea versus Arsenal.
So we're gonna have a soccer
So
podcast.
somebody was like,
We're
"Oh,
absolutely not having a
the
soccer
Premier
podcast.
League is the best league because all 4 teams in those two leagues are all Premier League teams."
Yeah. So, and obviously, fact check us. We're probably gonna be wrong. This has been this is the first time it's ever been an all England final.
Cool.
What you got?
We got
Not sponsored
the
by
Woofus
the Woofus.
Pegasus City Brewery,
Okay.
which is here in Dallas, but it says NTX Common Ale.
Ah, I think we're gonna need to save one of those cans.
I have Oak Highlands Brewery, Mas Mejor.
OHB.
Whiskey
Another
lager.
Dallas brewery.
Yeah, I've had a beer from that brewery before. I did not like it, but I bought it because it was called the
Fucking
DF
rip.
Dub.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I've had the DF Dub. It's a triple though, isn't it?
Yeah,
Dunkel?
it was weird. I wasn't expecting it. Fuck me, right, guys?
Yep.
Which one do you want?
I don't care. Just beer me. Give me some of that NTX brew.
The one I don't hate.
Yes.
Sorry for the sound effects.
No.
Sound effects are good.
I feel like that's some ASMR right there. The sound of somebody digging through an icy cooler.
Listen, if people are getting their ASMR off of us, they have some problems.
You don't think we have great voices?
I think we could do a whisper podcast.
That would get annoying after a while. Yeah.
I would kill you guys before the episode is over.
You know what would be interesting?
By the way, my koozie is in my jacket. And we'll just go on koozie.
Fucking rip, bro.
I was
But
just
no,
looking for it in my pocket, like, oh yeah, it's in the jacket.
I think there's a way that I can set up one mic to be left channel, one mic to be right channel, and one mic to be center. Or both. And then, so D could be talking in the right ear, I could be talking in the left ear, and Matt could be just punching in the face.
Mateo, you need to put that in the washer or something. It's seen better days.
No.
Yeah.
Heisenberg?
Yeah.
Meh.
Speaking of TV,
What about it? Oh, yeah.
Game of Thrones.
Fuck, this show has gone off the rails.
Spoilers.
Everybody hates it now.
Yeah, official spoiler warning. We're going into last week's episode of Game of Thrones, which was titled...
The Last of the Starks.
Was it?
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
I don't even
Shit,
fucking
I'm so
pay
proud of
attention.
you. You know.
The last of the
Speaking
Starks.
of Game of Thrones, you see they're doing a Toyota Music Factory. They're doing like a symphony orchestra.
With Ramen. Yeah, the dude that's been doing it all. That'd be cool.
I'm glad something positive's coming out of this show this year.
It's on a Friday.
All the music.
yeah,
the
people
dude's
are
fucking
actually-
killing it.
Yeah, paying attention to the composer.
Yeah.
Oh, it's on a Thursday, September
On a
26th.
Thursday.
The Last of the Starks, very good. Written by Dave Nutter.
That's perfect. It's what he did all over this show.
Just nut.
Whatever. I'm over it.
So, I will say, the acting has been very good.
Yeah. I mean, it's the same actors.
Yeah. But what I'm getting at is that they're doing a lot with a really shitty script.
Yeah. Do you
Like
think they think, wow, this is horrible? Or are they like, this is great?
Well, I think they're probably just trying to cash in on anything
Yeah.
that they can. So I started following all like the main characters on Instagram, and they're all throwing up like merch,
Oh, are
like trying to sell like shirts and shit.
Huh.
So I wonder if they're just really trying to capitalize.
they? You
Because
think
they know,
now wouldn't be the time to sell all that shit since the show's almost over?
No,
It's got 2 more weeks, and then that's the end of that.
I think it's probably just the most hype this show's ever gotten.
Yeah. This has been the most watched season.
Yeah, we finally got you. We have at least one more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
D's so over the show. He doesn't even want to
You
talk
gonna
about
watch
it.
the last 2?
I'll watch this one. Fuck it. I don't know.
There's only 2 more.
You're gonna
bro.
finish
There's
it.
an hour and a
It's-
half, or 2 hours.
It's 3 hours of your
left.
life. I
But
mean, you've wasted 3 hours doing something stupid before.
Yeah, but those were on my terms.
You watched most of the Fast and the Furious movies.
I've only seen 2 of them.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
The first one and number 5.
It's a huge mistake telling that guy that.
I've been
Like whenever I told somebody that I hadn't seen all the Rockies.
I've not
made
seen
you
a
watch
single
through
one.
4. Really?
Yeah.
All right. That'll be the next thing after Game of Thrones is done. We review a 40-year-old movie.
Fuck no.
50-year-old movie, right?
Oh, wait.
Almost 50, yeah. It
Came
was
out-
1970, I think.
Huh.
Or was it 1980? I can't remember. But,
Whatever.
So what happened in this episode? Is this the one where Brienne and Jamie banged?
We had Lee Harvey
yeah.
Euron fucking shooting dragons, laser guided ballista.
magic ballistas. I did
Dragon
like
guns?
the earlier parts of the episode.
And the end with
Yeah.
Varys and
Yeah.
Tyrion plotting some more.
I did like Varys is actually, alive and a character again suddenly.
Yeah, instead of just saying, yes, my queen.
And this
he's
was the
like-
episode where we actually got to see him do something besides
Yeah.
just fucking standing there. He had to swim.
Yeah, and he almost vomited. Have you seen all the photoshops of Daenerys riding Varys?
Oh no.
I just saw one and it said Draveris instead of Dracaris. And it's him, like, with his mouth open, coughing up water, but there's fire coming out of it, and she's sitting on his back. Whoa. Holy shit.
The deep ocean has a lot of electrically lighting fish.
What was that again? Electrically lighting.
Electrified. I liked the celebration afterwards and how everybody was just banging. It's kind of like the end of, or when everybody got back from World War II. Like,
baby boom.
Yeah, people were just banging. They also have to repopulate because they lost like 100,000 people.
Yeah.
And what's her fuck's pregnant again, right?
Pergant.
Gilly.
Oh, yeah.
Sam just...
I guess, so...
You know, we've been thinking the whole season, are you pregnant or are you just fat?
With her?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone said she looks like a squirrel.
She does. She looked much cuter as
When
Cassie.
she was playing a 12-year-old.
Wow.
Well, she was 12. They were in like high school.
Okay, 14.
Almost 18. 18 probably.
14's close enough.
They were like 16 because they drove in that show.
Yeah, so it's weird in England because like college is like your last 2 years of high school, I think is what they were in, and it's optional.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What do they call college? University?
It's called like the same thing that we call university here, but it's your last 2 years of high school.
Gilly and Gendry were both in Skins the first season. That's what we are referencing.
So every time that she pops up on the screen, Gilly, me and wife are always like, wow, Sid, cool. I just wanted to look nice for you, Sid.
Yeah.
Have you heard that Bronn and Cersei, the characters,
hate
each other?
Yeah.
So
Were you telling me that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're never on screen.
Yeah.
Talk about a pointless scene. Bronn just showing up.
Oh, with his crossbow.
That one pissed me off. I'm like, that's so not Bronn.
Hey guys, he's still alive. He's gone.
He wants more money or a better castle.
Whatever.
Thought he was gonna shot Marvin in the face, crossbow somebody in the face.
I was so nervous he was going to do it on accident because
Yeah.
like the way the trigger on that thing works is like it's just on the bottom.
Yeah.
And I've definitely accidentally hit the trigger on my Xbox controller.
Oh yeah.
It's totally the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Whatever.
It had its moments. My big complaint is the same complaint that I've had for the last 2 seasons is that they're compressing everything so quickly that the pacing seems terrible. And they're having to make adjustments to how the script should go in everybody's head in order to accommodate the fact that they only have 3 hours of screen time left.
Yeah.
If they had extended it out and fleshed everything out a little bit better, I think it would have been better, but this is what we got.
So apparently HBO did give them 10 episodes, but D&D said they could do it in the short season. So it's D&D's fault.
Those guys have fucking ruined the show. And they're wholly the reason why Arya killed the Night King.
Yeah.
It's because they had this idea that their show was successful because it was different. But all it was well written. And Arya killing the Night King is not well written. That's just
I mean, I don't know. I can see circumstances where Arya killing the Night King would have been fitting. It was the way they did it was so random. It just didn't make sense to me. Whatever.
We've already talked about that piece. What else happened?
Sandy did.
Yeah.
Head chopped off.
I love the Dracarys, and then it cuts back to the dragon. What, like right now? The memes have been good.
Yeah. So, Mateo, did we go over this last week? So, I know you've been exposed to the Free Folk memes, but did we tell you how the Free Folk, like...
Got started?
Yeah.
No.
Like, I feel like you missed out on Prime Free Folk.
Yeah.
Because Free Folk used to be a cool subreddit that... They were memes, but they were totally like, fuck Stannis Baratheon. Like, they were all about...
Counter Game of Thrones.
Huh.
Like counterculture. And the way that I got started is because HBO leaked like the first 4 episodes in like season 5 or season 6. And Game of Thrones, the proper subreddit, was like, we are not going to have any discussions about any of the leaked episodes.
Yeah.
And so they were like, well, fuck that. We'll go make our own subreddit with blackjack and hookers. And so there were no rules. It was like you can post anything about anything. You don't have to spoiler tag anything. And then slowly over 2 years, it just turned into another Game of Thrones subreddit.
Yeah. But it was pretty fun there for a bit until, Stannis beat the Northerners, and then, I don't know.
Have you seen the bot that's on Free Folk? Bobby B?
No.
So it's anytime you say Bobby B and Free Folk, it summons a bot that just quotes Robert Baratheon.
Oh, really?
So it's it's really funny, like just like him screaming like, watch your king fucking whore his way into an early death or some shit like that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's really funny. Let's ask him, Bobby B, which one is best? Stop this madness in the name of your king. So anytime you see Bobby B in Free Folk, look at the next one down. It's going to be a Bobby B quote.
Nice.
I love it. I love that my favorite character in the show died in the first season.
Who? Bobby B?
I fucking love Bobby B.
I just like the meme.
He's just drunk all the time.
Yeah.
And an open field?
Oh, there was another meme this week with, have you ever thought that the best person to rule is the one who doesn't want the throne? And it shows Tyrion and Varys' face, and they're like, hey, you're right. And then it cuts to Robert Baratheon.
Yeah.
Because he said he didn't want to be king, but they made him do it.
I'm still holding out on Hot Pie.
Hot Pie for the throne?
Yeah.
We're never going to see him again.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll see him again. He kind of got a send-off when he saw Ari.
I'm aware. I'm just saying. He's in the Winchester waiting all this out.
Have you seen the anti-Jon Snow memes? They're all based around the fact that he didn't pet Ghost goodbye.
Yeah. We talked after the episode, and I was very upset.
Yeah.
I'm not even a dog owner, and I was so offended. I know why, but that just
They didn't have
pissed
the
me
budget to have him go pet.
off. Because of all the CGI.
I don't know if that's the reason. I just think it's poorly written.
It was because
Well,
of that.
I think probably it was additional. Like they added some of that shit back in after production because they realized that everybody wanted to see Ghost.
Yeah.
I wonder if they killed him off.
Yeah, and then they wrote all that extra crap in, him running into the battle and all that.
Yeah.
They said that maybe.
I don't know.
Their official story was that the way that they shoot the dire wolves, you can't physically touch them because it throws it off. Because it's like a 3D projected. I know they use like 12 different cameras, not 12, but they use multiple cameras.
Yeah, and they're actual dogs that are blown up.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, because on Sansa, Sophie Turner, she adopted her lady.
Yeah.
Which I think just died recently.
Rip.
Yeah, R.I.P. lady.
She died in season 1 too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was bullshit.
We never saw Nymeria. Oh well.
No, she came back.
Well, I'm aware she came back, but we never saw anything come out of fruition with that.
Yeah, I thought she was gonna show up at the battle for Winterfell.
But
I thought that's where Bran was warging, going to get Nymeria, bring that wolf pack.
That would explain something besides,
I'm just gonna go
crow for
watch.
12 hours.
Fucking dumb bastard.
Whatever.
Jamie went back.
Jamie went back. I think he's going back to kill Cersei.
Right. So do I.
He better, if they have any common sense, because he's one of the more popular characters.
Yeah.
If not the most at this point, because of his progression.
Yeah, that character
and
arc.
if they just ruin that whole character arc, they're fucking idiots. Also, hey, your mom's on the screen.
I was going to say box.
Yeah, because that pissed
Agreed.
me off when he went to go leave. I was like, oh, really?
I think he's just trying to scare
Brienne
Brienne away so
to
that
not follow
she doesn't
him.
follow.
Yeah.
She's still going to end up
because he loves her.
What if Clegane Bowl happens and then, the Hound gets fucked up and then Brienne kills Gregor? Would that be fitting? Saving Sandor. That'd be cool.
What if Clegane kills Cersei and takes the throne?
I'm cool with it.
The Hound, yeah.
The Hound.
All the chickens, man. That's
all
all
the
cares
fucking
about.
chickens.
That was a pretty good scene.
I think I'll have 2 of them chickens.
I'm stoked, dude. Those 2 heading to they're gonna do some work.
Well, what's this dude had him killed and fucked it up?
What?
Back in whenever they battled, the Mountain he killed him. That's where we got Zombie Mountain.
Oh yeah, Oberyn.
Yeah.
The Viper in the Mountain. Another great character that only had a 1-season arc.
Yeah.
They did mention Dorne.
They did.
For no reason.
What the
Tyrion is a shit hand.
It's a floating
Tyrion
condom.
is the worst. Can we look? Yeah.
That is definitely a condom.
It's a condom with, like, feathers.
It's kinky condom.
Sorry, guys. I
Goblin
really
shark.
shouldn't put this on the television anymore. It's a chimera.
If you'd like to watch along, this is episode...
This is the deep of season 1 of Blue Planet. I think we were like 5 minutes in.
All right. Just sync it up whenever you start listening.
Yeah, sorry.
So I was talking to our sister broadcast. I don't even know, our partnered sponsor broadcast. I don't know what you want to call them, but the Vortex over on Twitch. They
Our friends over on the Vortex Encounter on Twitch.
They threw us a bone. I'll throw them a bone. But they got up to enough levels or enough views so that they could be subscribed.
Yeah, they're affiliates now.
Yeah, affiliates.
Yeah, they're killing it.
That's crazy.
They're killing it. Absolutely.
And he told me that we should put up a camera.
We're not putting up a camera.
You don't want to live stream this?
No.
Why not? They don't need to see us sitting here.
We'll do it, but we have to wear, like, luchador masks.
You don't want your face out there?
No.
What if we do like the like bandanas?
That okay, now we just look like Al Qaeda.
Do they wear those in their videos?
They wear like turbans that like cover their face. I'm talking like I don't know. Like the dude that's on the cover of
I will get a luchador mask.
Okay. Or we could just wear paintball masks.
We would need the flag then
Speaking of paintball.
for
Oh,
the
yeah.
backdrop.
It's packed away safely. Should bring it up here though.
Yeah. Since I have, all these paintings that I can move out of the way.
All these bare walls. What the fuck were we talking about?
Paintball.
Well, we're talking about paintball now.
We're
How was
talking
the
about
tournament?
Game of Thrones, but we're done with Game of Thrones.
Yeah, all right. Mark for the thingy, 22 minutes.
Cool.
We'll watch next season or next episode. We'll watch the final episode and then we're done.
Yeah.
It's off to Rocky.
Yeah.
No. Listen, there are worse fates.
Then it's
Rocky's
off
not
to,
that bad.
That first one's pretty bad.
It's just dated.
No, I mean, Stallone's pretty bad.
But it's such a classic.
Okay.
One more thing on that was wifey. We've been together for like 5 years, and she like refused to watch Fast and the Furious. And I guess I caught her in a moment of weakness, or maybe she just wanted me to stop bothering her. But I got her to watch the first one, and she said it was trash.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mrs. JT.
It is what, 18
One of
years
us.
old?
Yeah, 2001.
The only thing I will say is, of all of the movies in that franchise, that's
The best one.
I wasn't gonna say the best. I was gonna say the one I hate the least. Maybe 1 or 2. Tokyo. One of those 2 I hate the least.
Tokyo's 3, yeah?
Yeah, 3.
Yeah.
I like Tokyo.
I mean 1 or 2. I mean like as in
Oh, okay.
1 or those are
The
both
first or
hand in
second.
okay,
hand.
gotcha. They're
The
also
second
the
one
least
sucks.
ridiculous.
That's why. Yeah.
Yeah, they really go off a rail starting on episode 4.
Yeah. The,
Or,
the Michael Bay factor. I know Michael Bay doesn't, but
Yeah.
Speaking
Although-
of like, they were showing the previews during Endgame, and every scene in that trailer just made me more upset.
I was sitting there with my
JT's
hands in both.
yeah.
Speaking of movies coming out,
Oh,
you see there's It 2?
Yep.
I did.
Second
Bill
chapter,
Hader,
whatever.
your boy Barry's in there.
Yep.
That's coming out in September though, which is odd. They need to do it October.
release.
Maybe it'll do it for the build up for October.
Yeah, get people scared.
September is usually the horror movie time.
Yeah, I know one movie we won't be watching for a horror movie. That Ted Bundy movie on Netflix. It's trash.
Yeah.
Well, it's not trash, but if you know the story of Ted Bundy, then you've already seen that movie.
That's the one with what's his face? Efron, right?
I've heard he kills it.
He does. He plays Ted Bundy very well.
But it romanticizes everything.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it doesn't show anything about the murderers.
People got pissed off because they're like, oh, serial killers are being romanticized.
Yeah. I wouldn't say romanticized. What's interesting is that you never actually see him do anything that indicates that he is this person.
Exactly.
Except for that he, like, escapes twice from prison, which isn't a spoiler if you know anything about Ted Bundy.
Yeah, it's crazy in itself, but yeah.
And it isn't until like I don't know, like 30 minutes left in the episode that he like punches a cop, and you're like, okay, well he clearly has violent tendencies now.
Yeah.
And then it's not until like the last 5 minutes that like he like admits to it.
I've heard the guy that did it, the reason why he did it that way and why he defends it. I can get it, but at the same time, fuck that. Nah.
Nobody's watching that. The only reason why people are interested in serial killers in general is that morbid curiosity. It's the same reason why you always went to watch people die. It's the like seeing people die.
He's not pointing at me.
No, I'm not. Sorry, Mateo. It's morbid curiosity. It's the thing that's so taboo. It's the thing that scares the shit out of everybody. And serial killers are like, for lack of a better word, like the rock stars of that thing. And to have a serial killer movie where nobody actually dies is boring. IMO.
I just don't think it's just about that. It's just, I don't know.
If I wanted to learn about Ted Bundy, I would have watched the actual documentary on it. I'm watching it because I want to see a sensationalized version of the story. And it wasn't sensationalized. It was done in a very respectful way, and everybody that was like, it's romanticizing a killer can sit down because they did a good job of not doing that.
I still think it doesn't do justice to the people that actually got hurt.
Did you watch it?
True. Very true.
I have not seen it yet.
The very end of it, they show everybody that he admitted to killing for half a second, their names on the screen. I think if you were really wanting to do a tribute, you could have popped up the pictures of everybody.
Like, I think maybe you just show, you don't have to go into detail.
Yeah.
Just show a couple of those scenes just to show the kind of monster that it is.
Yeah.
But again, I understand the artistic approach was what it was trying to show, it kind of like from Lily Collins' point of view, which is what if all you had to go off of this person that you loved was what everybody's saying. Like,
yeah.
Is he really a monster? He was a monster.
He was
a bad guy.
It was. So the interaction between John Malkovich and Ted Bundy at the end, like whenever he sentences him, is that true?
Fucked up, yeah.
He said that?
That judge can eat a dick.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, because that was one of the first, maybe not one of the first, but that was all publicized.
I think it was the first.
Yeah.
The first.
And the judge totally sucked his cock.
Yeah.
Sorry for my language, but yeah.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
In a courtroom session, there's something wrong with it.
No,
yes, I know.
Why do all deep sea creatures look like they have vagines?
Sea creatures in general.
Yeah, orifices. Yeah, no, I don't know. I guess it had its merits, but it wasn't what I thought it was going to be.
If anything, there was some really good acting in it. I thought that
Efron
killed it. Collins was pretty good.
You ready for another Skins tie-in? Did you recognize the chick that he bangs at the end?
It's been a minute.
It's Effie. It was Effie fucking Stoneham.
Is it Kaya?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were both like, we saw her and we're like, Effie. She looks familiar, but I mean, she looked like all 80s out or 70s out.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Best serial killer movie.
There hasn't been a whole lot that have been good, but probably the one with Gyllenhaal.
Zodiac?
Zodiac. Yeah, that one was pretty good.
I like Zodiac. I didn't see that one until recently,
Same.
and I really enjoyed it. Seven comes to mind. It's a fictionalized serial killer,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, sorry. I didn't think about that.
That's an interesting
Seven's really good.
concept for killing people, though. 7.
oh yeah.
Never mind.
What else is there?
I don't know.
We went down a list of a couple of them.
I mean, you could go off of tangents really quick, like Halloween or
Texas
Friday the
Chainsaw
13th.
Massacre.
Those are all.
Those are more like murder porn,
Yeah.
Slasher.
like slasher, yeah.
Yeah.
Which technically you are correct. They are serial killers, but it's
But some of them, I mean,
So I guess
Halloween's
you
not
have to
based off of
stick
anything
to
real.
Fictional or nonfiction.
yeah.
fair enough.
Like Texas Chainsaw Massacre is loosely based on Ed Gein.
Ed Gein. There's a lot of stuff. I mean, Psycho is based off of Ed Gein too. They're the
Yeah.
same dude, so clearly there's a difference between the both of those
Yeah.
stories.
Scream is based off of there's one, the Florida one.
The Gainesville
Yeah, Gainesville Ripper,
slasher Ripper, yeah.
which is, what's the one that is the Strangers based off? Not the Gainesville. There's something that happened that's real. That was Strangers was based off of.
Strangers is fucking scary because it was just about that line, because you were home.
Well,
Yeah.
so what's your favorite horror movie?
All right, favorite as in scariest or favorite one to watch?
Porque no los dos. Let's go with scares.
Scariest horror movie for me is still Event Horizon. That movie scares the shit out of me.
We
And-
did visit that on October
Yeah,
1 year.
yeah.
That was one of the early ones.
I gotta say, now that I'm thinking of it, obviously, Silence of the Lambs
Yeah,
has got to be one of the best serial killer movies.
Yeah, I guess so.
I like Silence of the Lambs. I haven't seen any of the
fiction
other
too,
ones
though.
though. Hannibal or any of that.
Hannibal wasn't bad.
It
It
Seeing Ray Liotta's head or brains get eaten
was
was
interesting.
weird.
Red Dragon was a lot
I
different.
didn't see Red Dragon, but that was,
That was like a prequel, right?
It was a
Yeah.
prequel, but it was the third one that they made.
Yeah.
yeah.
My scariest, I think Paranormal scared me the most, besides
Yeah.
Scream back in the day.
I'll give you that one.
Paranormal was pretty good.
But I do love all the Friday the 13th movies.
I went on it's like a blind date to Paranormal. I remember trying to act badass, or just
That movie,
not try to
fucking-
act badass, but just try not to cry.
Drunk Brian and
Cry
I
a lot.
watched that on a laptop when we lived in Gateway,
Yeah,
and still, it was like during the day, and no, maybe it was I don't remember. But still, we were like, holy shit, that was scary.
we watched that at your place on
Later.
the M Street, and I remember having to drive home
Oh, yeah,
at the end of the night, and I didn't have a rearview mirror at that point. I just remember checking my back seat a lot.
And by the way, and speaking of that, you want one of these?
Yeah, I'll try one of the Mexican ones.
Another movie that made me think about.
I'll try the opposite. Thanks, Boop.
Another movie that made me think about stuff while I wasn't watching the movie was Urban Legend.
Oh yeah.
Still, I think we were talking about the other day how I don't like if people don't have their lights on, I don't flash my high beams at them.
Yeah.
Because of that movie.
Yeah.
And what else?
Yeah.
Pop Rocks and Coke and the whole there's people kissing in a field and they hear some scraping on their roof or like
Oh, the hook. Yeah.
and well it's he's being hanged and his feet are touching the roof, scraping on the roof.
Oh.
That's one of the urban legends. I think it was like people are kissing in a field and the boyfriend goes to pee or something. And then she hears scraping on the roof and is like, what is that? And gets out and the boyfriend's being hanged and his feet are touching the roof. That's one we need to watch in October.
Oh. Okay. We can try
Urban
that.
legend.
I always heard like the scraping, and they get nervous, so they drive away.
Yeah, that might be it. And it
And
pulls them up
then-
higher.
What?
It pulls them up higher. Because
No,
maybe
no. So they take off. It's like this one-handed hook killer, and then they drive away because they're all scared. And they get home like, okay, that was dumb. There's no reason to drive away. And they get out of the car, and the hook was on one of the door handles.
Yeah.
Oh.
You've never heard like the guy in the back seat.
Oh yeah,
I think that's the opening scene of that movie.
yeah.
They're talking about someone's in your back seat and like
There's a car
someone's
behind you
driving.
flashing you, and you're freaking out. So you drive away and you speed away to try to get away from you, but it's because there's
She
someone in your
axes
back
his head.
seat, and the person is trying to flash them to get them
To warn them.
Yeah.
Have you not seen that movie, or has it been a while? What?
Sorry.
Which movie?
I
Urban
haven't
Legend.
seen it,
Oh,
but I
yeah.
just know of all these from Boy Scout campfire stories. Bullshit.
Yeah, I had not seen that one.
So there's one where that person's cat gets wet or something, and they put him in the microwave to dry him off and blow up the
What?
cat, or a dog. One of them. That's in the movie.
Back to animal abuse. I'm starting to see a theme.
Good lord. Hey, I mean, I did say the hamster with the microwave. Clearly, nah.
Did you guys see this movie, God Bless America?
No.
That sounds like
So it's
freedom porn.
No, it's a movie. It's kind of like, you remember, did you ever see Falling Down?
Nope.
No.
All right, so Falling Down is a story or a movie from like the 90s where this guy snaps in like LA traffic.
Oh yeah, that's a Michael Douglas movie.
Yeah. Where he just snaps and he's like, I'm going home.
Yeah.
And then he is so tired with society and just starts like shooting people, right? He snaps.
That movie is like geared to piss you off the first half of the movie. Like it's like he's stuck in traffic.
People are being assholes to him, and
It's Postal, the movie.
That's like that
Yeah.
one movie that we watched. Did you watch? That was on
yes.
Netflix.
Yeah, the shooting spree dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
uh,
I forget what it's called.
Yeah, I remember
Sorry.
he like went to a Starbucks and they made fun of him. So
Oh.
later in the movie, he goes and kills a Starbucks person.
It's a whole movie bent around this protagonist going around and shooting everybody.
Everyone that pissed him off during.
Yeah, sorry.
Shit.
Anyway, sorry, didn't mean to.
well, this is the same movie or same concept movie called God Bless America. This guy just snaps and like he just starts driving and like killing people.
Really?
And he's got a 16-year-old runaway girl with him that is also killing people. It's a very strange
That
movie.
sounds like Natural Born Killers.
Probably pretty close. But I was going down like the list of best like serial killer movies to see if there's any that like snap that like I forgot about. And I saw that movie and I haven't seen it. I saw it in like we were living in Louisville, so it's been a minute. Might have to go check that one out again.
Yeah, we got October coming up.
Yeah.
Yes,
in
we
like
do.
4 months. 5 months.
You know, get a list going.
Yeah.
What's next? Go down the list. Dog shit.
Let's see.
It's already got
Shit,
Urban
shit.
Legends.
First one, you know, I hate to admit it, but I Know What You Did Last Summer kind of messed with me a little bit.
Yeah,
I like that movie. That's a good
Like,
movie.
slasher movie.
What's her name? Sarah Michelle Gellar, like, makes it all the way out, and then he, like, pulls her into the alley. That fucked me a little bit.
One movie that pissed me the fuck off, horror movie wise,
What?
was Quarantine.
Why?
Like the movie itself
movie
was
was
good.
excellent, yeah.
The movie itself was good, but the thing that pissed me off is they literally showed the ending of the movie in the trailer,
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
and you don't know
It's
it
the
until you
cover,
watch
yeah.
it. But yeah, it's like motherfucker.
They did a Paranormal, too, though, where he gets thrown.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do that, too.
Was it Paranormal 1 or 2 that had the alternate endings?
The
One,
first
I
one.
think.
Yeah.
The one where she murders him, and then
She axes herself.
yeah,
There's
so,
like three
no,
of them.
she cuts her throat, right?
Well, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, axes her thing.
Okay, I thought you meant like she like face punched a axe. And then there's the one where like she kills him and then like comes to right as the cops show up and kill her.
Yeah, that's the one that was in theater, right?
I think so. No, maybe. And then there's the one that she goes and like stares at the camera for a while and then walks out. And then she
Yeah.
shows up at the end of Paranormal 2, right?
Yeah, because she like lived across the street or whatever.
No, so she shows up at 2 because that's her sister.
Yeah.
2 is her sister. 2 is the boring one
Yeah.
till the end, and it gets pretty big. 3 was the better one. That was like the prequel.
Which is the one with all the old people running at the end.
Oh, that one was
That's 3?
weird.
That's 3.
Whenever the dude walks into the garage and sees all the old people having a seance.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
that's-
I saw that in theater. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like scary movies.
I like
Yeah.
scary movies too.
I don't know. So I have a problem. I love scary movies, but during the act of watching them, I am a little bitch. Like I am rocking.
That's the point, man.
Yeah, it's
the
the same
point.
reason people go on
Okay.
roller coasters. It's supposed to elicit that fear response.
Was
Yeah,
it
but-
Sinister?
Oh,
Sinister.
that's the one. Fuck that one.
That one fucked with us for a long time.
So yeah, that one didn't
JT
get me.
and I watched that at the same time for the first time, and I remember like us both like being up late at night, like, "Hey, you wanna play CS?
You want to not
bed?"
go to dark rooms?
That's the beauty of them.
It was weird. It was
Like
a
that.
combo of the home movies and then the face.
Yeah, that face, man.
Whatever. Fuck
Very.
that movie.
That was a very good horror movie. You don't
Yeah.
get too many of them.
And then they ruined it, just like the other one with Darth Maul.
Insidious.
Oh, Insidious.
Yeah.
Did they ruin it? I thought I had a pretty okay ending.
It was okay.
Not
until-
Insidious, Sinister.
Well, I mean, ruined it with the other ones.
Oh,
Like
the sequels.
Jump
Gotcha.
scare sequels.
Yeah. That I think that's probably my favorite. What I like in a horror movie is things that I'm starting to think of is the subtle non-jump scares that scare the shit out of you.
Hereditary, man. That movie will fuck you up.
Yeah.
Maybe that's one we should watch too. Hereditary.
Oh yeah, that will mess with y'all. We'll have to do a sleepover for that one. 'Cause I don't know if y'all want to drive home.
And then Strangers. One of my favorite parts about Strangers is that you see them in the background.
Yeah.
They're
In
doing
the
that
house.
more lately.
Yeah.
I mean,
To
the
not
trailer
get the
for
cheap
it had
thrills.
that.
Yeah.
Had that. So
I don't know. Talked about horror movies for a good minute.
Yeah.
what's next?
Go down the list. What's your favorite metal song of all time?
Metal.
Yeah.
All right. Now we're getting an argument about metal.
Yeah. What do you mean?
So all right.
We have had this argument about metal a lot.
Well, that was also we talked about it a lot on the Never to Be Released episode.
Oh, did we?
Yeah, we got into it pretty deep.
Oh, did we?
So, all right, let me preface this, or not preface this, but the reason why I asked the question, I had never really listened to Iron Maiden outside of The Trooper, and I found this song.
Run to the light. That's Iron Maiden, right?
Yeah. That's Run to the Hills. But there's a song called Hallowed Be Thy Name that I just found like listening to Iron Maiden. Never heard of it before. And I can't stop listening to that one fucking song. I love the shit out of that song.
Yeah.
It's really fucking good.
I need to listen to those type of bands.
Like the kind of genesis of the metal and the music that
'Cause
we
I never
listen
really
to.
have, but people love that shit.
Yeah.
Judas Priest and
I went to
Iron Maiden.
It's not quite that
I like
old,
Metallica,
but I
though,
went
like
to a Machine Head concert.
Yeah.
And that was an awesome concert. They're
Yeah.
like Metallica era metal. They were really good.
Yeah.
I'm sure
Touring
Spotify
for
has
like
a good
25 years.
good
More than that, probably
radio
like 30
or
years.
whatever that you can listen to Iron Maiden like
Yeah.
music. Because they're coming here soon, yeah?
Iron Maiden?
Yes, they are.
I would go see them. Be out there with a lot of like 50-year-old dudes that smell bad.
There
Yeah.
would be little polar opposites going from yeah yeahs to
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was a show.
You got a review here.
they were all right. Yeah, so the last couple of years I've been to a lot of concerts.
Oh,
Put that
that
on
on
my
the brag.
brag.
Jesus.
Yeah,
I've got a really big TV.
obviously I don't, so I can't say that. I don't know. They're probably up there, if not edging out a little bit. Foo Fighters are probably one of the best concerts that I've seen.
Nice.
They were really good.
I'm glad you brought that up because I wanted to ask. So you ran into Gav, Bernie, and Jeff?
Yes.
Who are these people?
They're Rooster Teeth,
Rooster Teeth
guys.
Yep.
Oh,
I didn't bother them much.
Oh, you didn't?
Much.
Okay.
No.
I was going to ask if you were like, hi,
I
how's
said-
it going?
I said, hi, guys.
Did you?
And they're like, "Huh," and then I went back.
Yeah. So have you seen Red versus Blue, the
Yeah.
Halo cartoons?
Mm-hmm.
They're the production company behind that.
Oh.
And they've got like a whole nother like million fucking things that they do now.
Yeah.
But they're,
Base that off.
yeah.
Austin's pretty cool. That's the first time I've spent that evening there before.
Where?
So, Austin,
Oh.
Texas. I've never been to 6th Street. I know you guys have been a million times.
oh yeah.
That's not
concert
true.
was in Austin.
We went to Austin.
When?
We did a suicide trip down there.
When?
Like 2000 something.
For what?
Weren't you there?
See? I have not.
Last time I've been to Austin to party was when we went on 4th of July a few years ago for Ray's birthday. 21st or 20th.
I think you're wrong, man.
we
We
floated
went
the
to
river.
Houston
That was to play
for
paintball.
Trey's birthday.
Yeah.
Or wedding.
I know we went for Ray's
Yeah, we
I didn't
floated
birthday,
go
but
to
yeah, I know
any
you
of
didn't go
those.
to that.
Yeah.
But I went down to Austin. I did a suicide trip down to Austin, and I thought it was with you.
Mm-mm.
You'd never stayed in Austin before?
Nah, I've never been.
I went to. Who
Well,
did I?
I've been to, but I haven't stayed there.
Yeah, you guys was in Austin or was it here?
What? They were in Austin.
You went
At
to Austin
Moody
on
Theater.
Tuesday?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Yeah.
Because we went
thought it
to
was here.
One in the Million.
That taco
No,
place?
fuck. It was Goose.
Burrito place?
Met up with Goose.
Yep.
I was
Yeah,
definitely
you're
wrong.
right. Because you ran into DB.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
And you ran into yeah.
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 They were.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're pretty good though.
You said yeah about 100 times in the last 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Apologies.
Austin's a
I'm
good
getting
place.
old.
It's good
Don't
times in
question my
Austin.
memory. Yeah, there were
Y'all go to 6 or
for
no?
Texas. Oh, we did. Yeah, it was a Tuesday night, so
Oh, yeah. Man.
we did get hammered. I didn't eat anything that day. We did get pretty hammered, but
Was it you and Z?
yes,
Yeah.
that's about it. Good
Nice.
times.
Austin's a fun town, man.
Yeah.
It's definitely growing as one of my favorite cities in Texas.
For a Texas town, that's the most homeless people I've ever seen.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. For sure.
I
Well-
understand why.
It's like the Seattle of the South.
Yeah, but it was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I'm just doing it on purpose.
Yeah. Oh yes, I know.
You know, if we want to make a weekend out of it, which we are here in a couple weeks, hopefully.
I bought my
Months.
ticket.
Yeah. Cool.
What's this?
Yeah.
We are going to a convention. down
Oh,
there
okay.
For Rooster Teeth.
For the exact.
The guys I was asking about, that crew. You are welcome to join.
Even if you don't want to go to the convention, you're welcome
No,
to come.
I probably can't.
All right.
My assumption
Oh,
was
yeah,
that
you're training.
Yeah.
Yep.
yeah,
Can't get off work for the next month.
no shit.
Yeah. Train a new person tomorrow.
Nice.
That's cool.
Yep.
So speaking of 4th of July shit, what's
We'll
up with
be here.
It'll be on the 2nd.
What?
old the fireworks display?
It'll be here.
It'll be on the
On
2nd.
the 2nd?
It's the Tuesday before every year.
Okay.
Because whenever I was moving in,
Yeah.
I asked the guy, why is it on the 3rd? He's like, oh, it's the Tuesday before every year. Which I think is odd, but okay.
I always thought it was like the 3rd every year.
I thought it was the third every year too.
He said it was the 2nd or the Tuesday before. So maybe it is on Wednesday. I don't
I
know.
think he's wrong. I think it's the third because everybody has a fourth off.
Yeah.
Not. Oh, yeah, I do. This
We
year.
can collect here. I will stop the other situation from happening again.
That's more for
Who's
your own, but it's July 3rd.
That's the second instance
Is it?
where I had
Yeah.
to
That
put.
motherfucker lied.
Yeah, I told you.
That was Benedict.
I had to put La La Land on. to get
Oh,
people
that
to
was
leave.
long. Dude, I tell that story all
Was
the
it?
fucking time.
That was instance number 2 where I put La La Land on.
This last year?
They made fun of me. Yeah.
I was here for that.
No, not for that. You weren't. That
I
was.
must have left already.
So there are two groups of people. You were here.
We were here for a little bit, but then we left
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
but you were
because
here
that
for
was
ancillary
wifey
group. Yeah.
meeting the A team.
Yeah,
I showed
but
up
you
late.
were there when we got rid of the first group,
Oh, okay.
which was
The delay.
the Delayers
Mm-hmm.
group. That's when I put on La La Land, and they started making fun of me, and I just continued. Yeah, we got rid of them.
Well, but that didn't. Was this the repeat?
Yeah, that was the second time. That wasn't. the
No,
first.
I mean like the repeat in the same night.
Oh no, that was not.
That was not that night because
You were-
I tell that fucking story
You're
all the
allowed
time.
to tell that story.
I'm like, this is
Tell
the
us
most.
story now.
All right. Do you want to do it, or do you want me to do justice for you?
Go for it.
All right. So D had some friends over who had overstayed their welcome, and D was ready to go to bed and did not want to be impolite and ask people to leave. So he put on a movie that he thought people wouldn't like, which was La La Land. And so he puts on the movie, and everybody shuts up, sits down, and watches the movie, which is not what he wanted. Then the movie finishes up, and I think people were asking, all right, well, what are we doing now? Are we watching another movie? And he just pushes play again.
Did you stare at him like, get the fuck out of my house stare?
My hand, it did not shake.
It's the most boss move I've ever.
Why is it
fucking
rude to tell people to leave your place? I
didn't
mean,
know.
it is. I mean, it's maybe not rude,
'Cause
but
those
you do
people,
feel weird about
you
saying.
can't really tell to leave. Like it,
You can't.
Yeah,
Because they'll be like,
you've stayed with it, or you've hung out with them enough to know. Like,
yeah.
yeah.
Like,
So-
hey
They're very
guys, I'm
persuasive.
done. So
They're very
can y'all
persuasive.
Get the fuck out of my place.
Yeah.
So
Is that Hawaii?
I think so. From
So
space.
started again. They kind of.
They got the hint.
I don't know if they even got the hint. They just
We're like, I don't want to watch this again.
drunk brain was like, I don't want to be here for this movie I got, so they left.
You know that GIF of the dude? They're like playing a board game or something, and he's just holding down the noise, like the horn.
Oh yeah.
That's the face that I imagine that you're making, where you just kind of like pan to camera and then start smiling.
Yep.
It's beautiful. I love that. I tell that story all the fucking time. It's like my boy had the most boss ass move ever.
Try. But I did it on Kaboom Town too. I played it and they started making fun of me a little bit, but I think I actually had to buy it that time because it was off of. So I do own that movie now.
Where is it on your Apple TV, which is no longer?
Oh, that's true. I did buy it on the Apple TV. It's gone.
Did you?
Yeah.
You threw
All
that
right.
shit away.
I got another Apple TV for you. I don't
It's
use.
good. I mean, I got the Chrome.
Christmas gift for.
It
but
was
it's-
funny because I do remember one girl watching me go through the act of purchasing it, and she's like, "Are you buying this movie?"
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah.
You still
I'm
have
just
an
saying.
iPhone?
No.
Like an old one, I mean.
Maybe a 5S somewhere.
It might still work.
Probably got some nudes on that.
No,
who?
say what? Of who?
Good question. It was like circa 2012. About.
Let's see what D was slaying 8 years
Yeah,
ago.
that's prime D time.
7 years ago.
But no, you can use those as remotes.
I do have a
Doesn't matter. The Apple TV's
of
gone.
an iPad.
Yeah, the iPad works.
I
too.
use the iPad. I actually like that because it's easier to track when it's not lost in your couch.
Yeah, those tiny little Apple TV remotes are so annoying.
And if your friend breaks that, they're an asshole.
Well, that was a plastic shitty one. I was talking about the original Apple TV remote.
I'm talking about
But your
the
broke ass
iPad.
never
if
had
you break an iPad, you're an asshole.
Oh yeah, very true. No, we keep around our old iPhones for that purpose.
Yeah, it's true.
They're really, really convenient for using Apple TV shit.
Yeah. It does work better than that remote did. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't have to...
Click, click, click,
Sorry
click,
for
click,
the
click.
sound effects.
I think you're fine.
It was like a little bit ASMR sound effect.
It's better than, let's fucking break every 10 seconds.
That was my favorite part about listening back to Drunk Tank.
Yeah.
Was you were doing that every 5 minutes.
Yeah. The next morning I woke up and I was like, why does my throat hurt so much? And then we listened to it the following Friday and I was like, oh, that's why.
That's why.
I need to hear that.
Let's fucking...
You need to send it to me
No.
so I can listen to the whole thing.
No. That should
I'm-
stay in a safety deposit box somewhere.
So something that celebrities learned after the fappening is if you don't put it in the cloud, it's not available. So I will keep that on local storage.
Thank you.
But who's gonna find it?
I don't know.
We ain't celebrities.
Says
Yeah.
like...
Like, he's the one who had the most to lose, and he doesn't want me to put it out. So I'll
Yeah.
hold it.
Just
I mean-
some wild shit there.
If you just edit it, or if you give it to me to edit, I'll edit it.
Oh man,
Speaking of editing,
fuck editing. This is America. We do what we want.
Oh.
we had kind of talked about doing this. If you got, I'm going to give Goose a tutorial on how to, like, just, like, trim shit. If you guys trim shit, I'll put something together.
Manscaped.
Oh, okay. We're crossing a year.
We're
We're gonna
close.
be there close.
Look.
For D-Day. We're not going to D-Day
Oh,
this year.
by the way, yeah. Where is that?
Yeah. Where's that video you promised?
But now,
we're
I'm going
marking
to
fools in there.
tell you what. What I'll do is I'll pull up a WebEx. I will send you guys a link. And we can have a nice telepresence walkthrough, and I'll give you a workshop on how to use this free-to-use software. And then you guys can watch your 4 and 5 hours worth of footage and trim it down.
Oh, I watched it every night. I already know my cuts.
You do your cuts, and I'll put together the video.
That's cool. It'll be on my video.
What happened the last D-Day?
That's what I'm saying. You do your
We
cuts.
killed people.
We did for a little bit there.
Brick killed a guy. Yeah, I've been meaning to talk about that. You might need to lay low.
I'm super sad we're not going D-Day.
It's not too late.
It's too late.
Yeah, can't we even get a hotel?
Nope.
There's no chance, right?
I got a camper.
Ooh.
No, you don't.
How are we going to take
Yeah,
showers?
I got a camper.
We can't paintball the shower.
It doesn't have AC.
I'm not doing
Oh,
sulfur
fuck
showers.
And I was not talking about the nice new one. I'm talking about the old shitty one.
Why don't you call him tomorrow? See if we can get one. Get a room. If we can get a room, I'll go.
I feel bad though because then we're leaving certain people out. Because that was the whole why we said we were going to do something different.
We're not though. We're not doing anything this year.
Because we haven't planned it. We haven't
We're
talked
not doing
about
anything though. By the time span, so usually we had everything booked by January.
it. Yeah.
Even earlier than that. I booked our rooms last year by fucking August.
Yeah, but the only reason why we did that is because of the limited number of nice places to stay around D-Day.
That's fair.
We can
Yeah.
plan a vacation in 2 months.
The problem is I can't really get off for
You're a child.
the trip that so I can't do the trip this year in November. Or
For
whatever. it
the
is.
thing that we were talking about.
Yeah. So
We should make the trip World Cup.
I mean I obviously can't make the trip to World Cup.
Why not?
You just fly out for a Saturday, Sunday, and come back Sunday night.
Carolina bit is
The thing that we were talking about, or
Yeah.
the as MAO or whatever.
I don't think they do it anymore.
we're not doing MEO's done.
Okay.
Um
I think it was September. It was either early November or September.
okay, whatever. We'll talk about it.
If you know what we're talking about, leave a comment.
Yes, please inform us.
So the events this year, we got
Otherwise,
Chicago
I'm going
in
to D-Day.
September.
We have a scenario game next week.
We do?
Chicago.
Yeah, there's a scenario game at Cousins.
Oh, is
on
that what
the
we're doing next week?
19th or whatever, 18th or whatever.
So we're supposed to just practice, but there's a scenario game at Cousins if we want to play scenario.
Oh, okay.
It sounded weird. Did you read it?
It sounded kind of cool.
It's the 19th.
Next week.
Yeah, that's next week.
So it's like 5 1-hour games,
Yeah.
and you can respawn every 10 minutes or some shit like that.
Bring your own paint, though.
Bring your own
Save
paint. So
so
we need to
much
go.
money.
I mean, we need to find people with paint. We need
Save
to
like
get Brock.
$100.
Let's go talk to the
Brock will
UNT
still give
team.
us some shit.
You still know Brock?
Oh yeah, I bet if I walked into PPS, he'd be like, "Oh sure."
Bullshit.
Maybe not give us.
PPS
Am I
isn't
thinking of
around.
Brock?
Yeah, they are.
No, they're not.
Oh, I'm
They
thinking
might be
Brooks.
different.
Okay.
Yeah, they're still around. They just played. Their 10-man team got like 3rd or 2nd or something.
Okay. We'll see. Sorry, guys. This is the boring paintball segment.
Half of our audience really likes paintball, so
It's on
That's
you.
true.
September trip to Chicago to play NXL.
We're not playing NXL this year.
nah, it's got to be next year.
D4.
We're
we
playing
doing
D4.
D4?
We're playing D4 because if we get last place, we
That's
weren't
better than
last
being
place.
first in D5.
Yeah, we weren't the worst possible team. There's a division lower than us.
I was like being the best E-League hockey team.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's being the worst D League team.
Yeah.
There's an E League team.
So you guys want to spend a couple grand amongst a bunch of people to get your shit pushed in?
In Chicago, there's no way it would cost a couple grand.
Listen, we watched D3 teams. We could.
In Chicago, it will definitely cost a couple grand because everybody's got to fly to fucking Chicago.
We're not playing Chicago next year. We're playing
Chicago
Dallas
this year.
here.
Which is still going to cost a couple grand.
What this year?
Yeah, what's an entry fee for an NXL team?
Oh, I don't even know.
It's like $500-600 minimum, right? Plus
But
all
if we
your
have
paint.
8 people,
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
What I'm not
Getting
saying is
paint,
not
we gotta
per
find
person.
somebody.
So that's a problem too. We got to run into, and that's kind of my fault. Is I kind
You
of
get Brock.
casually invited everybody to the fucking team, which is my fault.
Yeah, we have
That's
like
fine.
12
We'll just
people.
put more lines together.
Oh,
Like, it's not
yeah,
going to be an
we
issue.
can do two, yeah.
We're gonna have to break up the teams.
Not lines. I'm saying teams. Sorry.
2 teams, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Do
mean,
2
if we
teams.
have enough people that we can't fit it all on one team, we just form another team.
Okay.
I'm done with that.
We put.
And Reese Tard can figure out the paint thing because he knows
He knows people still.
he
we
knows
put
Brock.
ZM in charge of the other team.
We get PPS sponsorship.
I'll be in charge of our team.
Okay.
We'll do, I guess, the
was
OGs
kinda- yeah. We
and
yeah.
us,
I would say
because we're
if we can get a few practices
OGs.
going, figure out a good group who likes
Yeah.
to work together.
It really should be like take everybody that's in a group if we have 10 people and then figure out how it works.
We'll run lines against other people at Fit or whatever and just
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
Because Fit, their team their D4 team got second. So if you want to see where we're at, then we can contact Shorty. But
Oh, I know where we're at. We're at the bottom.
Right. But
Maybe
we got a year, bro.
Second to last.
we got a year. We gotta turn our cheater boards off this week.
We just got to go to 10.5.
Yeah, what is it? Is it 10.5 now?
10
yeah.
and a half.
10.5 is
I'm
it
still at 12.5.
1, 2, 3 ramp.
Yeah, same.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 10.5.
All
Remember
right.
that tournament we played when it was 1, 2, 3, 15?
Yeah.
And it was in that tiny ass place.
Yeah, it
in
was like
Houston.
half field.
God, I love that.
No, it wasn't.
Fucking nuts.
It wasn't 1, 2, 3, 15. It was 1, 2, 3, whatever the fuck you
No,
want.
we were at 15
No.
PSP.
Well, that's because everybody's boards were at 15 and nobody thought we should go
No,
up to it. But they
capped
said
it at
it could.
15.
Nah.
I thought. Yeah.
I
I'm
thought
pretty sure we were playing at
No,
the
that-
time. PSP was at 15, and they said it was PSP rules.
they didn't have any limitations. Like you could do
You sure?
it. You had to have single
College
shot.
Wars is what it's called.
Yeah.
JT was cheater boarding.
I just remember that event. The field was so
He's
small.
also probably using
and if you
a
got
10-pound
shot,
gun anyways.
Yeah.
you were getting hit 12 times when you came off the field, just because
It was NXL, man.
that's the way, dude. Yeah, they
Like,
might
that
have
was
said
the bit.
anything you could have, but I thought it was capped at 15.
Yeah. NXL was 1, 2, 3 full auto 20.
Yeah, no,
Original NXL was 1, 2, 3 full auto 20. But yeah, that was the thing that I remember being very excited. It was like all these like modes that are on my board that I can't fucking use, I can actually use in this tournament. But then I didn't because paint.
yeah. I think we all shot 15. Did we
Yeah.
get second in the event or first or?
There were 2 teams.
No, I thought there was like 4.
That was not a whole lot. Well, and the
And it
thing,
was free, right?
yeah, it was free, and we stole a lot of shit that because
Well, we were
one
given a lot of shit.
one production guy was like, yeah, totally take.
Yeah,
like,
you're
this
supposed
is
to
your
be
shit
wearing
to keep.
this while you're on your camera.
But they were supposed to get it back from us, is what the guy
Oh.
didn't tell us.
Yeah.
I still wore those pants until
yeah.
like 2 years ago.
Is that those Empire pants? They were, right?
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, mama.
No, some random number from Frisco.
Mama.
Answer that. I don't know nobody in Frisco.
I'm really mad that movie came out. Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh,
Almost
why?
got Best
I
Picture.
still haven't seen it.
Because now everybody is all back like singing Queen songs. Like that was our
Oh,
bit.
did you hear Donovan on the ticket was like, he's super into Queen right now? And he's trying to listen to all the Queen. By the way, I have tickets to that.
What?
They're coming in July 23rd.
With
already.
Adam Lambert.
Yeah.
Oh, I did get
that day off. Got 2 tickets.
tickets to my event. It took me 8 browsers. So don't worry about it.
All right, you can tell me later.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Beard. Fuck you.
I'm not gonna listen.
Yeah, he doesn't listen. We haven't actually sent it to him because he doesn't check Discord at all.
I mean, he doesn't use YouTube either, so
Wonder how his
He
stomach is.
doesn't?
he doesn't listen to podcasts either. By the way, we're supposed to get that set up. Where's that at? I told you I'd pay for it.
What are you talking about?
Oh, the actual podcast thing?
Yeah.
Because we never talk about it after I leave.
Like we don't talk during the week.
I know, but you never bring it back up.
I do. I did the other day.
Yeah, on the podcast.
No. No, obviously not. I did on Sunday.
You know, Sundays don't count.
You said once we get to You did say once we get to episode 25.
Oh, well,
Oh,
we're almost
yeah.
there.
Yeah, we are almost there. Dude, we were cranking them out. Because we were sitting in like one every 6 months for a while, but we've been pretty consistently running up this list here. Nobody's ever listening, but
No
I
way.
thought we get like 15 views or
Yeah,
whatever.
there's one a couple weeks ago where we got a few.
It
We
was
got
like
like
30.
27 or something.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, last week we got like 6.
Yeah.
Did we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
What
heard the
starfish?
soapbox D, and they're like, no.
Well, none of
how-
us were in prime form last week.
Why? Oh yeah, why?
I was, or was it last week? Yeah, last
Yeah.
week. I was fucking exhausted by the time I got here. I've been going hard for like 3 days.
Yeah.
Been a
Yeah.
rough day.
You want to go to World Cup just to watch?
Had a bad day. No, I can't travel this year.
Why?
You can't take a Friday?
No.
Why?
When's World Cup?
November 7th.
Oh, I definitely can't go.
Ramadan or some shit?
Yeah, that's it. I'll be in California the week before.
What are you doing over in California?
For the event that I had to fucking open 8 browsers to get to.
Oh, it's in Cali?
Yeah.
Was that? Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
He still won't tell me because he's scared.
Shame.
Yeah. I said it was a furry festival or something.
It might be.
It could be
It
pretty
might be.
close. Did I tell you about the furry fest that I ran into in Dallas?
Yeah.
Oh.
Bunch of like smelly, ugly looking fuckers.
Well,
They-
they had
they're-
their heads off, or
Yeah, they were going to get food outside of the convention.
they had their bottoms on.
How do you appropriately wash a mascot uniform?
Dry clean.
Burn.
Oh,
Okay.
dry clean.
Maybe you just wear like a clean suit when you get in there. Or no?
Are you saying how do you keep it clean?
Both?
You don't
How do you wash it?
scriff. Is that what they called it?
What? Scriff.
There's
You
a
got-
whole episode of CSI about furries, which is where I learned about them.
Yeah. That was like 20 years ago though.
Dude, that's where I learned about
I mean,
them.
we have robots that fuck people now.
Do we? Where can I get one?
Well, there was one in
Those have been
Houston,
around for a
but-
long time. The robots that fuck people. The robots that you can fuck.
What's the difference?
Penetration. Like, where's the peen going?
What? Okay, so let's back up here.
All right.
Robots that fuck people that
They
are
have a
old
peen.
versus a robot you can fuck, which is new.
All right, so-
Because that you can fuck is that implies that you are doing the action, which means that you don't need a robot to do much.
So, all right, my point about robots fucking you versus what they've had those fuck machines with like the little pistons. You know what I'm talking about?
Sure.
They have
That
like
has a dick or-
dildos that are on
But I
like
don't
a
want a
little
dildo.
thing. Well, I know you don't, but that's what I'm saying. There have been robots that can fuck people
Since
for a long time.
1700, probably.
Robots you can fuck was down in Houston, and that was a new bit
How do you know it was in Houston?
because there
was
was
in
a big
Houston.
story about it.
Gordon Keith did a bit on it.
It got national headlines because it was supposed to be the first robot brothel, so you could pay money to go
okay, yeah.
fuck a robot.
I
And it
remember that.
lasted like a
Man, how much you had to pay to fuck a robot?
Probably $20.
You think it's less or more than a human?
Definitely less. Because all you got to do is clean it. You don't have to deal with emotional damage.
Indeed.
Or, babies.
No, they Plan B that shit or pill that shit.
I mean, yeah, but it's not guaranteed.
Jimmy had that shit.
Hey,
Well, they also have like meth problems that really take care of that too.
or diseases too, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
By the way, I heard something that said 1 in 9
the
women
way.
smoke while they're pregnant, and I thought there's no way.
My mom did.
yeah, mine did. Probably
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because it makes infant death.
And my dad was drunk probably
Syndrome?
24/7 too.
Yeah.
So
Well, that doesn't
like
matter.
one of those fetal alcohol babies.
Alcohol is
Does it
worse.
matter though if the dad is drunk when?
Yes, absolutely.
That's a study right there.
no,
drunk-
it absolutely
If-
is
Are you
fetal alcohol
conceived?
syndrome.
Are you if you're conceived by a drunk dad or a sober dad?
No, it absolutely
That's a
is.
No,
No way.
you're off there.
No, I'm not.
There's no way.
Fetal
because the
alcohol
sperm,
syndrome is when the
the
mother
mom is
drinks
drinking. Yeah, for sure.
No.
during
Yeah,
gestation.
Yeah. Dude,
I
the
don't-
dad has nothing
You
to
are
do with
wrong.
that.
You are wrong. You're both wrong.
Pull up your fucking sources.
Google it.
There's no way. Because the sperm is made before it's going in, so it doesn't matter about drinking. There's no way that fathers have anything to do with
All right,
fetal alcohol. No way.
I'm just gonna Google that first.
Does a drunk
Fetal
father-
alcohol syndrome is a condition in a child that results from alcohol exposure during the mother's pregnancy.
Okay, so that's that. But we're talking about
Well,
if the dad is drunk.
There's no way that matters.
It does influence.
Dad is drunk when conceives.
Because the sperm's already been made. You know what I'm saying?
So you still got alcohol in your system when you deliver?
All right, thank you very much. Parents.com. Can a father's alcohol consumption affect his baby?
No way.
We know a moms to be drinking places her child at risk of FAD.
Now we have silence.
Well, yeah, I got to read and scan.
I gotta read.
You got to read.
Oh.
Paternal alcohol use was linked to lower weight at birth.
That's it.
That's still an effect.
Nah.
Yeah, it is.
I don't.
Because when the sperm's made, though, it doesn't. I mean, who knows when if the father was drunk or sober
still
at the time
say
that the sperm was made. Yeah, I don't think so. There's no way
I mean, there's just fucking evidence right there.
that they have a lower birth weight.
So that's still fucking evidence. Like that's
Is that a
empirical
bad thing
evidence.
or?
Well, hold on. It's not empirical evidence. It's one page saying that there is an effect.
Of
You can't believe everything you see on the internet.
this motherfucker. I will fucking put La La Land on.
Oh, okay. I'll bail. You can tell me straight up, bro. You don't have to put La La Land on.
But I want to.
Oh, how's your
Say
hat?
no.
I see it over there.
Yeah,
Did
it's
you clean
fucked
it?
up. My hat is fucked up.
Did you clean it?
All
I got
right.
shot multiple times. at the
So
tournament.
I have found a second study
Uh-oh.
Yes.
that says that there is correlation between paternal alcohol consumption and fetal alcohol syndrome
Oh, really?
related defects.
Mateo, eat a dick.
That seems odd, though, because at the time the sperm... Unless he's drunk like, all the time.
More research needed, but I never really thought about that.
Because the sperm are easier than having issues.
Yeah, but that also means
You must have to drink a
in
lot to
your
fuck your
system.
stomach.
I mean, your fluid all has shit, though. Like,
Your...
alcohol
See-
is in every part of your fluids.
well. See, the reason
Because
why.
we regenerate
hold
them
up.
so frequently.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Constantly making
So
sperm.
I think
We're making sperm right now.
the point.
Do have a degree in this.
So I think
Do you?
the point is that what Matt is
Substance
trying to
abuse
make
counselor.
is that if you don't consume alcohol,
For
or if
3
you
days. And...
yeah, then you're going to go back to normal. But what is more often linked to birth defects related to alcohol consumption is the fact that the mother can't drink for 9 months, and
Right.
if she does any sort of habitual drinking in that time frame, as opposed to for a paternal sperm donor, if you don't drink as much leading to the times that you're trying to conceive, then it's a one-time thing instead of a 9-month process.
Right.
Is
The
the point
problem
I'm trying to
is,
make.
And
we
how
have,
many...
as opposed to women, we have fluids we have to excrete.
Right.
And there's going to be alcohol in our system when
Yeah.
we excrete those fluids.
But the point
The sperm is the one that's going in there, and you have how many sperm are in each ejaculate or whatever.
50
And only one is going to make it there. Does that specific one have enough alcohol to have affected its
So
DNA?
that's a good question.
Fucking
Well-
A, dude. That's why there's so many variables there where
But
the amount of alcohol you're consuming
maybe it
is
doesn't
fucking
have
up
to do with
the
that. Maybe it's
sperm,
about
all that shit.
the alcohol code. I don't know. We're
See,
getting
the
really
reason-
stupid,
well, and-
drunk
okay,
logic here.
now I'm getting back to what I was trying to say. What the reason why it affects kids so much with the mother is that their blood
Right.
system is linked to
Well,
the
yes,
kid's blood
yes,
system as
yes.
opposed to a one-time
What I'm just
donation.
trying to say is that it is affected by the dad too, just like it's affected by the dad smoking and everything.
And the way they would have to study that, man, that'd get this dude hammered every day and conceive.
Well, and they'd have to get
or have
hundreds
somebody
of
who,
dudes.
or somebody who drinks 3 times a week and then they conceive
well, I think
on the day
no.
that
So
the
I think
3-4 days they're
the
not drinking.
research is all done like off of like a survey
Right,
afterwards.
but the people rely on
So
this.
it's
That's
not
crazy.
100
This is a study
reliable.
we should go into.
I mean, it's how are you going to do it? That's the problem. It's like,
Right,
what's the methodology? That's why you can only do.
Well, that's why the info on it, I feel, is
you don't. There's not a whole lot of control trials that you can do,
Correct.
but you can do a lot of survey research.
You got to do
on
like
people's alcohol
It's
consumption.
been done.
A
Like,
guy who
obviously,
doesn't
it's just
drink-
how the methodology is
There's
only
been
so
two
effective.
that I've found.
a guy who doesn't
That
drink
you
conceives.
found off of Google.
Man, that's crazy.
That's all I can go off of.
I know.
I'm
not
conceding
shitting
that
on
there
you.
may be an effect.
Yeah.
You
There could
are
be an
correct.
effect,
But
which is-
also, you're talking about going against, alcohol and tobacco, which are two huge lobbies who have probably
tobacco needs to
better money
be
than-
almost legal.
illegal.
Yeah.
Didn't they raise the smoking age to like 21 in certain places?
They've been talking about it, but I know aren't cigarettes like $8 a pack now?
I don't know.
$7 or $8
In
a pack.
Texas, they're fucking expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
But
is
they have
Texas
been for a
has
while.
been relatively cheap for tobacco cigarettes.
Tobacco cigarettes.
Because I remember when we were buying them, they're like $5, right?
Yeah. When,
For a pack,
well, and I remember you could,
$5.41 or some shit like that.
well,
was
and you
what
can
they
get
were.
those two first for like $6. You
You
get
have
two
your
packs for
little coupon.
$6. Yeah.
I know. What was it? They had a coupon on there for them.
I remember growing up, my dad would buy a pack of Marlboro Reds for the same price as a gallon of gas, which
Right.
is like $1.25.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've grown. The price of cigarettes has grown so much.
Well,
Thankfully.
as it should, but
As
that's
it should.
also
Do you think that's correlation in less people are buying them, or
It's
the
death taxes.
FDA is saying,
Or
"Hey,
sin
fuck
taxes.
you" or whatever?
well, and
That.
what's interesting. Tobacco consumption in the U.S. is down like
It's plummeting.
insane amounts, but
Kids don't care as much.
But those companies are still making just as much money. Like their profits haven't changed. And it's
Really?
because they're
Sweet.
selling them overseas.
Okay.
In America, the educated, the wealthy, the first world is starting to understand that if you smoke, there's going to be a lot of health problems.
I remember there was
associated
a
to it.
Plus,
cigarette.
there's vaping and shit.
Yeah.
Well, but
Vaping is getting
so
some
nicotine
shit on
has
right
to
now.
come from somewhere,
Right.
and it still comes from the people. They're just instead of them producing tobacco from it, or smoking tobacco, they're selling the crops off to harvest the nicotine elsewhere.
Yeah.
I remember there was a cigarette whenever we used to smoke that there was it was marketed as like being grown somewhere else. The tobacco was grown somewhere else, so the cigarette's supposed to be better.
Like
One
Davidoff.
one of the Marlboro brands, they had like a
Oh.
special brand
Yeah,
that was
tobacco's tobacco.
Yeah, that was
Like-
like, this tobacco's grown
Well, all right.
somewhere.
I
So
will take that
the cigarettes
back.
are more expensive, and I think I
That's
bought a couple packs
Wait.
just because.
Yeah.
Why not?
With
That's
with
marketing
cigarettes, they're mass produced. Is that what you were saying?
What?
So cigarettes are mass produced, so like it's homogenized, it's normalized, whatever.
Right.
Whenever you get into like the craft section, which is what I would consider cigars for tobacco production,
yeah.
there is differences between regional variances of where the tobacco comes from and how they're produced.
Yeah.
With cigarettes, they're all like they make literally billions of them, so they're all going to be relatively.
I wonder
the
if a
same.
Marlboro, like, what's the difference tobacco wise between a red and a light? The amount of what?
The filter's probably the biggest thing.
The filters
that
and
it?
some other things.
How
I remember reading somewhere that
much they pack that shit? It was like, does a red have more tobacco packed in it? So
I don't know a
per
whole lot
inch
about
of smoked
cigarettes,
cigarette,
all
you
the
have
fruity
more
is.
tobacco. Like, I don't know either. We just smoked them. I don't know the difference.
yeah, I don't
What
either.
makes the difference between a Turkish gold and Turkish silver? Like, what's the difference?
I think that was the light versus the non-light.
But
which
yeah,
the
but
way that
How
worked,
is a light cigarette?
the way
Is it
that
all
they
filter? Or, I don't know.
no, the way that worked was they put little holes in the cigarette right
remember
above the
that.
filter.
Yeah.
So that if you did not, if you just like put it on your lips and inhaled, some of the smoke would go out those holes, and so the tar and the nicotine that you would receive through the filter were less, and that's how they classified them as light. But if you covered up those holes, then it was the same amount.
And there was always holes in the
That's how
filter.
you lose your fingerprints.
Right. There's always holes in the filter where people say, "Oh, those holes don't matter because when you're holding the cigarette, you're covering the holes."
yeah.
But there's like a bunch of them, so it doesn't really matter.
So it's kind of weird since I don't smoke anymore. I didn't pay attention, or I don't pay attention to any of that stuff anymore.
Right.
But I remember reading
never-
into some of that whenever
never
I
did
was
whenever we
a
smoked.
kid. Whenever I was in college, I paid a lot of attention to vaping whenever I switched over to that. And I did really enjoy vaping. I thought that was significantly better. I felt like I could run. I didn't smell like shit.
I never habitually smoked, but I would vape with you.
Yeah,
pretty often
because you get a lot of the intended benefits of nicotine use without a lot of the perceived negatives.
Lungs didn't hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they hurt differently, but you got normalized to it. Now, what I'm interested in, I don't vape anymore either. So I'm interested to see what the long-term effects are of vaping, because that is
early
the new
studies
thing.
are coming out that is not good.
Yeah.
That still fucks your shit up because you're putting whatever that smoke is.
It's not like
And the
fully
whole-
regulated on the quality of the product
And the whole
either.
people who are
so
going
it's
out there
like-
for giant clouds, that's worse. Like that's
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
bad for your lungs.
Well,
Trying
and
to
it's
get
like
those
the
giant
delivery
clouds.
system, like with the little. I don't want to besmirch any products, but with like the little tube products, like
Yeah.
so you have your ignition and your heating coil, you're inhaling through.
Mm-hmm.
So like there's a problem where people are thinking you're getting mercury from
Oh, the coil itself.
the coil itself that
Yeah.
you're inhaling, the heating element. Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of that. So the way that I've thought about it is, in my own experience, it was less impactful in my life than smoking was.
I would agree because
But
I
I-
entertained it. too.
But I will not say that it was safer than smoking.
Right.
Which is why I don't
We
do
don't
it
know at the
anymore.
I didn't
anything
wake up after vaping a couple times the next morning feeling like shit.
Yeah.
Which if I
That
smoked
might
a
have-
cigarette
Yeah.
or a drag, I'd be like,
I always knew the morning I woke up when I had a lot of cigarettes
yeah.
because you could feel it.
Real hoarse and real gross.
We never cared about the difference between cigarettes whenever we were smoking, other than you knew the flavors were different. We didn't ever care about why they were different or what made them different. Or
Honestly, the only thing I could ever tell the difference between was a menthol and a regular.
Yeah.
you could. I mean, a red is rougher than a light, but
I've
why?
never smoked like regular cigarettes, just pretty much menthols.
27s tasted different than golds and silvers and all that. They did. They tasted different. But why? What? The paper they're using, the tobacco they're using, the filter, who knows?
But y'all
And
still
see-
smoke cigars?
I'll have a cigar.
I
every
would
now
still
and then.
smoke a cigar.
Yeah.
Although it reminds me very much why I'm glad I quit smoking.
Because 2 cigars a year isn't fucking nothing. Even
Shit.
though I don't remember
10, 12 cigars a year is probably not that bad.
the last cigar that I
It's
had.
the
was
habitual. It's the habitual
playing
daily
golf?
thing that does
Yeah.
it.
Playing golf a couple years ago. We
Yeah.
had a cigar.
That was during sober October, November, whatever thing that we did.
Yeah.
You were trying to get a buzz somehow, so you were like, every time we went and played golf, let's have a cigar.
Me? You blame me?
Yeah, I blame you. You were the one who was all about it.
I live like 50 feet from a cigar shop.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I would
I'll
smoke,
smoke
a cigar. again.
every now and then.
Hey, if
One or
we
two
do,
a year ain't bad.
the best part about cigar though is combining it with a good Islay Scotch. It's really, really awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
enjoyed
how
that.
I like time travel because I don't remember what happened the next day.
I enjoyed in Oregon. That was fun.
Yeah.
Sitting on that fucking badass house backyard and
Oh,
having a little
I
bit of
don't-
sketch, little cigar.
We did not get in the hot tub, right? It didn't.
oh,
work.
we did.
We did?
I did. Yeah,
that night, maybe.
Me and the delayer did,
I don't remember.
but we also had some help.
That's true.
But yeah, no, we all did.
Yeah, that's what I was
we all
thinking.
I mean, we got in the hot tub a bunch. I don't
Yeah.
remember if it was that night or not.
I did. I know I was in the hot tub pretty much every opportunity I had.
Remember how much we paid for that place? I don't remember.
It wasn't that much, right?
Yeah, it was nothing.
like
but we had like 7
$250 a
people
person.
staying there.
Yeah. God, man.
You-
We got in such an argument because
oh man,
it's Portland. It's not gonna be hot. We don't need AC.
That place
Shut
had
up.
AC.
it
No,
did.
It didn't when we bought it.
Yes, because
Really?
I remember being very upset that day because I was like,
They
We
wanted
got there,
a
it
place 3 times as much. That was much.
We went that
further.
other river place. That other place
Yeah.
is badass though.
it was really far. It was more expensive,
It
and
was right on the river though, which would
It
be
was
sweet.
it was basically me versus her, and you were chiming in a little bit.
I was chiming in because I was like, motherfuckers, I'm the only one that's been to Oregon.
Yeah,
Like, let me tell you what it's like in the summer.
and then it hit.
It's cool.
It was the hottest weekend
Ever.
in Oregon.
And I was like,
But we did
my
have
God.
AC, so
oh my God.
it
And
was-
we showed
it
up
was-
and they're like, oh, hey, we installed AC while you were.
Yeah.
Thank Christ.
Oh my God.
It wasn't bad. The AC
We
wasn't
were
great,
waiting
but it was
the whole time. We're like, oh man,
in Seattle. We didn't
I'm gonna
have
get it.
AC.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get it.
We had a fan. And that was it. Fuck. Seattle was hot, but it was
Yeah.
still cool.
It
We slept.
at
and then
least, I mean, it got cool at
went
night
to that
still.
speakeasy, which is pretty cool. Yeah.
So we went to Austin,
Uh-huh.
me and Z, and then we're trying to look up places to pregame before the show. Sorry.
Yeah.
And Z finds this place. It looks kind of seedy, kind of weird, and he wants to go. And I'm like, man, I just don't think they're gonna let me in, or let us in,
Lick you in.
let us in. He's like, why? Because I'm black? And I was like, oh, no, it's because this one time I had this asshole friend called Mateo who chose this bar in Seattle for us to go to, and we walked 2.5 miles. And then when we
like
got
40
there,
minutes.
we realized it was a speakeasy.
No,
and we couldn't get in.
We knew it was a speakeasy when we went there. I thought, but we didn't know.
We didn't.
Yeah,
you
okay,
looked it
yeah.
up at the door.
Yeah, that's
so
right.
it's like, no, that's why, because
it was
we walked
advertised.
like an hour, and then we had to walk.
It was
an hour
like
back.
35, 40 minutes. But yeah, it was advertised on Google as a legit bar. And when we got there, it was a restaurant, and then looked it up, and it was a speakeasy that had a password that we didn't know.
So
And I was like, motherfucker.
Hot sports opinion. That's the dumbest fucking thing ever.
Speakeasies? There's a pretty
Yes.
cool one down on Deep Elm.
I get
And
the
that candy
idea.
store.
no, that place can suck a fuck too.
I get the idea of having like a craft lounge kind of thing, and like you want to limit traffic or whatever. But that's that whole exclusivity makes it more elusive kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I've
Don't
been to
try
those
anymore.
places, and they make some very well, like
nah, they
crafted
suck.
drinks that have a lot
They
of
all
subtleties and shit like
But if all
that.
you want is a natty light, who cares?
Exactly. No, but seriously, I'm not drinking for taste. If I'm drinking for taste, I'm gonna have a real nice whiskey, and that's all I need. I don't need like these very like the smoked oak
Yeah.
fucking old fashions. Like, just give me an old fashioned with a good whiskey.
There's another
and
one
Put the right fucking cherry
in
in
Deep
it.
Elm that you go to. You need a password to. It's not Truth and Alibi.
Fuck off.
I was going to say,
But,
Truth and Alibi is the one that
You don't give
behind that.
them a drink order. You give them adjectives. You say, I want something crisp and
Eat
refreshing.
my fat white ass.
And
Oh.
I fucking hate
I know,
that bougie ass shit.
yeah, it did piss me off. I was like,
And you
I
think
want
people in
something
Deep Elm would
strong
want
and
that shit.
manly, and then they give you like a Tito's.
You think people in Deep Elm would
cranberry.
not want that because Deep Elm people.
Old Deep Elm people didn't. New Deep
You
Elm
think?
people want that shit. That place is getting so gentrified, it's going to be a fucking suburb of
Man,
Chicago
Dallas is
soon.
getting gentrified hard.
Yeah.
The north of 30. Yeah.
The thing that pisses me off is we had a real nice like seclusion for a while where all the douchey like frat boy like super
Uptown,
wealthy
bro.
people were up in Uptown.
Uptown? Yeah.
But then everybody realized
Bishop
that
Arts.
fucking sucks. And
Yeah.
now they're moving to fucking Deep Elm and that place is starting to suck too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck.
There's a lot of really
There
nice
is that-
bars and some good places to eat and some great people that are doing some good stuff over there. But there's also a lot of fucking douchebags.
Maybe there's just a lot of douchebags in Dallas.
That may be it.
There's a lot of douchebags everywhere.
Thank you.
I'm one? Are you kidding me?
We're all.
You know what's going to happen? All of the douchebags, and this is not a shot at you guys, but you guys know how Addison used to be viewed. Like, all of the douchebags in Addison are going to move somewhere else, and then
Whoa.
Addison's going to be a cool spot again.
Well, that's all the douchebags left Addison. Addison used to be. There's a reason why Chaddison's a thing.
Yes. And
But-
it's better now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Thank you, housing crash of 2009. Like, it cleared out Addison, but
Yeah.
now they're all in Uptown.
No, they're not. They're in fucking everywhere. Maybe it's because I haven't been out on Uptown in a while. But
We were there, like, last year. It still
Yeah,
sucked.
we went to,
You lost your coat.
oh yeah,
Last time we
I got
went was,
rejected. I was not allowed entrance to a bar. You know what's
Last time I
funny?
went was for my birthday, right?
Yeah,
No,
that
that
was
was-
the '90s bar crawl, right?
Yeah, it wasn't sucking dick. Kung Fu.
Yeah, that place. Fuck that place.
I remember
Was your
The
birthday?
first time we went there was cool. July.
Matty Bo, like,
That was a year ago?
Yeah, almost.
Matty Bo was
Motherfucker.
telling us how shitty that place was. And
Yeah.
like, no,
we went there the first time and it was cool,
fun.
but we tried to go back and they
And
wouldn't
they're
let
like,
us in.
no,
Because
y'all can't get it.
the first time we went there, it was only for the people who were doing their 90s
Yeah.
crawl. The second time they were
It was also
open
like
for
6 in
everybody.
the evening. Like, it was still early.
The second time we went there was for everybody, and they're like, y'all can't come in for whatever reason. I don't remember, but
Because we had cut off sleeves and we were wearing
we're like,
tie-dye.
"Bruh, this is the
Nah.
90s thing. What the fuck? Oh, well, we're not doing that anymore. Oh, fuck you.
We had moved on and they moved on too.
We were all pretty drunk.
But that bar had
We
gotten
were.
in some shit for not letting people in.
Yeah.
What's funny, my coworkers from out of town, like they came in and they went out and they ended up at that spot.
Yeah.
Kung Fu?
Yeah, Kung Fu. And I was like, oh, you picked a bad place.
Well, they got in trouble for being super racist.
Yeah, they wouldn't let black people in.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That's straight up what they got in trouble for.
Yeah.
Like, they've been sued for
That's
being
wrong.
racist. Yeah.
Wait, is that about it?
Yeah, that's probably about it. If you ever come to Dallas, go to Uptown. We don't want you here.
Ouch.
No. Just,
Uptown's got some good bars.
you know what? Go ahead and
Uptown
shoot
has
an
some good
email
bars.
to ntxnewmedia@gmail.com. We'll tell you where to go.
Oh, do you have an email address?
Yeah, I had to set one up to set up the Gmail
Okay.
or the YouTube account.
We'll need.
Neat. All right. You gonna sign us off here?
No, you go ahead.
Nah, you sign us off. This is your week.
This is D.
Mateo.
JT. Thanks for listening, everybody. Have a good week.
Queers.
Hey.
Talking about
Cut 'em
cars
off.
and dreaming about women. Never had a plan. Just never planned it.